friends and my dear youth out there. Today I decided to make a very short video about the difference between becoming productive and being busy, because this is one question that I always get from people. They confuse being busy and being productive, because most of the people who are busy, you go and ask people, you look at people, they look very busy. But when you look at what they've achieved at the end of the day, you find that there's not much that they have achieved simply because of the confusion between being productive and being busy. Because being busy sometimes comes with all the duties that you're supposed to do. Maybe the chores in the house, not that they are not important. But again, it comes also with prioritizing your stuff, prioritizing the things that you have to do. We always say the little thing counts more, but those little things must also be things that are more important, things that add value, especially to your life and to other people's life. If you've got a lot of tasks, I prefer to write things that I'm supposed to do on a day. I call them input. Some people call them to-do list. They put them in their to-do list. But that helps in a way that you can prioritize what is more important and what is maybe of less important. So if something is more important, at least you want to try and start with that, so that by the end of the day, you know that you've actually achieved the most important thing that you wanted to do. So being busy usually comes with not planning your day. Because if for instance, I call you and start giving you a task, or maybe I start asking you something, you already move away from the things that you're supposed to do, because now I just gave you a task that was not part of the plan. Or maybe you get a call from somebody, maybe a friend, and then you chat on the phone maybe for an hour or two. Sometimes I usually see most women doing that. I'm surrounded by 5 beautiful women, by the way, so I always notice sometimes when they are on the phone. Not that there's something bad with that, but if it's affecting your productivity, then that's bad. Yeah. So similarly, watching movies the whole day, and then you realize that it was part of entertainment. Entertainment is good, but it's also good when you are also being productive. Let's say, for instance, you watch a movie as part of the reward. You reward yourself because you already achieved the main thing that you wanted to achieve on the day. Not just hoping that the day goes by without getting something out of the day. So productivity is like the nice thing about it. Being productive means it means you are actually producing something that is worth. Maybe it's a product that you're busy with, or maybe you're producing something that can benefit other people and can also benefit yourself as well. Such as, for instance, if you are a writer, you know that you have to write a chapter on that day. So if you can write 2 paragraphs, or maybe come up with ideas on how to make your story more powerful, more inspiring, and then you start writing those things down for that day, even if it's just 2 paragraphs, and then you work on it maybe for an hour or 2, but you know that you were productive. And like you planned to write a chapter, and then 5 days later you open your eyes, wow, you haven't done much, so you're not productive. But you were busy. Maybe you were busy watching videos on YouTube, or maybe you were busy listening to other people's programs or problems, but you were not solving your own problems. So that's not being productive. So I suggested that you are not, we don't do that. So you need to find something that is actually leading us to perform, like to live by some kind of a purpose, having a purpose, something that makes you not waiting, cannot wait to see yourself achieving this goal that you are busy with. So there's a quote that I would like to mention from Jim Rohn, when he says, "Work harder on yourself than you do on your job." Work harder on yourself than you do on your job, which means if you work harder on your skills, on your knowledge, or on your goals, than you just performing tasks that you are given from your boss. Maybe it's good, you can still do that, but don't focus more on your job than making yourself better, making yourself extraordinary. That is becoming productive. you become productive because you do things that are more important to you and also that are important for your own future. You are building your legacy, you are building something that you'll be proud of. Even when you are no more, but people will keep on saying, yes, that man or that woman created this. He produced. So productivity, remember, comes from the word produce. You are producing quality things that people need or maybe that you need. So my dear parents and friends as well as our youth, make sure that you don't just hope for the best and you hope that the day goes by, but at least get something out of the day, produce something for the day. Remember to write those goals down, remember to write your inputs down, and then prioritize them, put them in a form of a priority to say these are the ones that I want to start with. And then once you finish at least 3 or 2 major tasks of the day, then you can start rewarding yourself. And then let's avoid instant gratification by rewarding ourselves without doing much. I've seen that happening a lot. So yeah, I think you got value out of this to say what is being productive, what it means. Keep on producing those important things. Keep producing your ideas. Keep on working on your ideas. Keep on creating those things that are supposed to be created, that will live even when you are no more, but you leave them behind. Like a book, for instance, like an online course, like maybe a product that people need out there. So let's become more productive, right, than just being busy. Because being busy could be that you do so many things, but by the end of the day you are not even happy because you don't feel like you achieved even one task that you wanted to do, because there were so many people. We live in a world that is very busy. You get calls, unexpected calls, you get messages. The social media can easily disrupt your day. The television, the programs on the television, there's so many things that actually can easily disrupt our day. Thanks a lot, my champions. I hope you got value from this video, and remember to subscribe and like this video by pressing the like button, and then so that next time you can easily know when I create this kind of videos, especially about careers, about being productive, about success. So yeah, this is where I create this type of material. So thanks a lot. Until I see you on another video.